Have you ever wondered who Fatima al-Zahra truly was and why she continues to be an inspiration across generations? Today, we're exploring the life of one of the most respected and beloved women in Islamic history, Fatima, daughter of the Prophet Muhammad. Known as Fatima al-Zahra, she lived a life that continues to influence people around the world. From her childhood, through her challenges as a mother, and her role as a central figure in early Islamic society, her story reflects courage, compassion, and faith. So let's step back in time to discover the life of this remarkable woman, whose legacy is still alive in millions of hearts. The early life of Fatima al-Zahra. Fatima was born in Mecca around 605 CE, in a time of turmoil and hardship. Her father, Prophet Muhammad, had begun to receive revelations, and the foundations of Islam were just beginning to be laid. As a young child, Fatima witnessed the early struggles her family faced in spreading the message of Islam. Even as a child, she was by her father's side, seeing firsthand the challenges, resistance, and sacrifices required to stand for truth and justice. Fatima's early years were marked by her strength and maturity, which became evident even in childhood. When she was only a young girl, her mother, Khadija, passed away, leaving Fatima to fill a very special role in her father's life. She became his closest companion and support, often referred to as the mother of her father, for the care and compassion she showed him. Despite her own youth, she displayed a wisdom and empathy beyond her years, always comforting her father when he faced hardships. Fatima's presence in her father's life was a source of strength, especially during the most challenging years. She wasn't just his daughter, she became one of his closest confidants, someone he trusted and relied upon, especially after the loss of his beloved wife, Khadija. Fatima's character and personality. Fatima al-Zahra wasn't known for wealth or social status, but for her kindness, wisdom, and deep faith. Her personality was gentle and compassionate, yet she had a quiet strength that earned her immense respect. From an early age, Fatima learned to embody the values of her father's teachings: compassion, humility, and patience. Her name, al-Zahra, which means the radiant, speaks to her inner beauty and the light she brought to those around her. Fatima was always ready to help those in need, often giving away what little she had to support others. Her kindness wasn't just limited to her family but extended to everyone she encountered, regardless of their social or economic background. Fatima's character was also marked by a strong sense of justice and resilience. Living in an era when women often had limited rights, Fatima stood as a powerful example of strength. She didn't seek power or influence but led by example, inspiring others through her actions rather than words. Marriage and family life. Fatima married Ali, the Prophet's cousin, who was known for his loyalty, bravery, and deep faith. Their marriage was a humble one, as both valued spirituality over material wealth. Despite limited means, their household was filled with love, understanding, and respect. They supported each other through the ups and downs of life, always placing their faith and family at the center. Together, Fatima and Ali raised 4 children: Hassan, Hussein, Zainab, and Kulthum. These children would go on to play significant roles in Islamic history, particularly Hassan and Hussein, who are revered for their piety and sacrifices. Fatima instilled in them a sense of duty, compassion, and integrity, shaping them into individuals who would continue her legacy. Though she took on many roles as a wife, mother, and daughter, Fatima's strength as a woman was one of her defining qualities. Her home became known as a place of learning, compassion, and unity. She balanced her responsibilities with grace, teaching her children to live lives rooted in faith and moral values. Fatima's relationship with the Prophet Muhammad. The bond between Fatima and her father, Prophet Muhammad, was one of profound love and respect. Her father cherished her deeply, often showing her great reverence and respect. It is said that whenever Fatima entered a room, he would stand up to greet her, a gesture that highlighted her importance in his life and the high regard in which he held her. Prophet Muhammad's love for Fatima wasn't merely because she was his daughter, but because he saw in her the qualities of a true believer: kindness, humility, and courage. He referred to her as the leader of the women of paradise, an honor that reflects her high spiritual status. He also reminded his followers of her significance, asking them to respect and honor her. The Prophet often expressed his love for Fatima, saying, "Fatima is a part of me. Whoever harms her, harms me." This statement reveals the depth of his feelings for her, as well as the respect he wished others to show her. Fatima was not only his daughter, but a spiritual symbol, someone who embodied the values of Islam through her actions and her way of life. Facing hardships and trials. Fatima's life was filled with trials and hardships, especially after her father's passing. She faced many challenges in the years following his death as the political landscape of the Muslim community shifted. Despite the personal and social difficulties she encountered, Fatima remained steadfast and true to her beliefs, always turning to her faith as a source of strength. One of the most difficult times in her life was the period after the Prophet's death, as she faced disputes and loss. These were times that tested her resilience and patience. She endured these trials with quiet strength, never losing her dignity or her commitment to the principles her father had taught her. Though her life was short, as she passed away at the age of 27, Fatima's legacy continues to inspire countless people. Her story is one of patience, humility, and unwavering faith in the face of hardship. Fatima's spiritual legacy. Fatima al-Zahra's spiritual legacy is immense. She is often remembered for her devotion to worship and her connection to God. Her prayers and supplications are still cherished and recited by many, reflecting her deep spirituality and commitment to her faith. Fatima is also remembered for her eloquent speeches and her role as an advocate for justice. In one of her most famous speeches, she stood before the leaders of her time and delivered a powerful reminder of the values her father had taught. Her words continue to resonate, reminding us of the importance of standing up for truth and justice, even in difficult times. Why Fatima al-Zahra's story matters today. Fatima's story is not just a historical account but a source of inspiration for people from all walks of life. Her life teaches us many lessons: the value of compassion, the strength of resilience, and the power of faith. She shows us that true strength isn't in wealth or power, but in kindness, patience, and inner conviction. In a world that often values external success, Fatima's life is a reminder of the importance of inner qualities. Her legacy continues to inspire people to lead lives of purpose, humility, and faith. For women and men alike, Fatima's story serves as a powerful example of what it means to live a life of integrity. Her life teaches us that no matter the challenges we face, we can find strength in our faith, compassion in our hearts, and courage in our actions. Honoring Fatima's legacy. As we reflect on Fatima's life, we are reminded of her enduring legacy. She was a daughter, a wife, a mother, and a leader in her own right. Her life, though marked by hardship, was filled with love, sacrifice, and unwavering faith. Her story has been passed down through generations, inspiring people to lead lives of compassion, courage, and integrity. Have you found inspiration in the story of Fatima al-Zahra? If her story has touched your heart, consider the ways her example can impact your life. Fatima's legacy reminds us that true success lies not in fame or fortune, but in kindness, faith, and the strength to face life's trials with dignity. May her story continue to inspire us all to live with purpose and compassion. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Fatima. If you found her story meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share this video to spread her inspiring legacy even further.